हाय।
आपके पास HDIL के शेयर्स हैं, आप कुछ सवाल पूछना चाहते हैं?
हाँ, मेरे पास 120 शेयर्स है। 1 साल के लिए मैं रखना चाहती हूँ, क्या रखूँ कि नहीं?
Ouch. Actually, let me come to you first. She's bought them at 63, so she's already making a significant loss over there, but she is optimistic with a 1-year time horizon. But do you think it's wise to hold on to, real estate or HDIL?
If you look at SDIL, probably it is the worst performing stock in one of the worst performing stocks in the real estate sector, and it has been, surrounded by the negative news flow, including sale of shares by the promoters for repayment, etc., and various other litigation. So I think I don't see, as it is real estate is in stress. Coming couple of quarters or probably more than that, a year or two, it doesn't look like that. Probably this is the sector one has to be in, and within that sector, SDIL will underperform. As far as overall sector is concerned. So I don't see that, not per se, not necessarily that long-term holding is always a good idea in every stock. So, generally we tend to advise investors that if they have a long-term horizon, they should stick or hold to the stock. But I still feel that if, it is advisable to get into some other stock or a sector than to be in the real estate and particularly SDIL per se for even a 1-year horizon. So I would say that any up move because of the market or in any case from 50 to 5300 levels, we have seen a level of 5900 which is likely to go up further because of some positive news flow or probably on account of short covering. So I think one good opportunity if you get some spike in the stock, one should get out.
Mayuresh, what would you recommend in HDIL? And if the advice is that she should be exiting at HDIL at higher levels, what should be the key levels that she could expect in the next 1 year?
Afternoon, Rima. Yes, I agree with Ashu. I think the real estate sector is going through a lot of stress. I think you're obviously seeing signs of inventory build-up happening and realizations not happening because of slower demand. So in that sense itself, I think if one looks at HDIL's balance sheet, I think the obvious improvement needs to be on the cash flow generation part of it. They also need to recover their old receivables and possibly look at the new launches anywhere between 3 to 5 million square feet happening over the next 2 to 3 years and some asset sales as well. So the ongoing dispute with Mumbai Airport obviously is not auguring well for the stock. There are obviously some amount of corporate governance issues. So there is some amount of stickiness related to the stock performance and operational efficiencies of the stock. Will obviously not reflect onto its P&L and balance sheet. Having said that, I think the investor should possibly, in my opinion, exit the stock on rallies. And if one needs to persistently look at the real estate sector itself, I think possibly a Mahindra Lifespaces on declines can be a better bet. I think good land parcels and good strong corporate governance, strong management is something which aids Mahindra Lifespaces. And for an ambitious, investor, I think DLF on declines with their strong annuity parcels and their land parcels, I think should do well. Again, I think the DLF story should be played out with deleveraging. I think if the management is indicating that it will be able to do asset sales related to urban resorts, a few land parcels, even its SEZ and so on and so forth. If that does happen, I think that can create a huge amount of impetus onto the balance sheet of DLF over a longer period of time. So I think the investor can possibly exit the stock on rallies and then look at the counters that we will be discussing.
चेतना, आपके लिए यही अभी तो सजेशन है कि जो HDIL है उससे अगर आप अपने लॉसेस बुक कर लें तो आपके लिए बेटर होगा, और जो इस सेक्टर में फ्रंट लाइन स्टॉक्स हैं जैसे DLF एक्सेट्रा, उनमें अगर कभी भी आपको वीकनेस दिखे तो उस टाइम आप DLF में खरीद सकती हैं, वो आपके लिए ज़्यादा मुनाफे का सौदा रहेगा. And HDIL, like I guess I've been saying, one of the worst performing stocks